sport of boxing relies heavily on backroom staff and in particular experienced officials to conduct a bout. These trained, experienced personnel range from referees to judges to timekeepers and even gloving stewards. At larger, higher profile tournaments, these can also include competition managers, competition juries and an official announcer. All officials play a major role in the effectiveness and efficiency of a bout or a tournament. Basically, the primary job of a referee in boxing is to have control over the fighters and, when needed, enforce the rules to ensure a fair contest. And because there is no universally accepted world ruling body for professional boxing, each country is responsible to set their own set of rules within world boxing parameters to achieve a quality boxing match.
When it comes to a referee, the referee is very important because we emphasize even during the training of these officials that, in boxing, it's never about fairness. It's about saving life. When a referee is in the ring, his major or her major concern is to make sure that there is safety for the boxer. So safety is one of the key elements that we emphasize when it comes to referees. So whenever, even if, for example, a tournament just started, it's a minute, sorry, a boxing bout has just started, it's just a minute maybe into the boxing bout, you see that maybe one of the boxers is under distress. As a referee, you should stop the match immediately in order for you to save the life of the boxer. Never mind the number of people who are cheering in that match on, or the number of people who are even in queues trying to pay and come and watch the boxing match. You stop the match immediately because it's about safety and safety. That's what we preach.
Zimbabwe has maintained the training and development of these important officials by allowing them to frequent prestigious tournaments organized by the International Boxing Organization, IBO, where they serve in different capacities to not only develop their skill but represent their country.
Ndichibva ndazowana mukana wekuwana international match yekunorefura neamwe wandakanojaja kuMalawi gore rapera musi wa14 December. Tingati pandakatumirwa tsamba yekuti ndiwe ndirefure kuZambia, zvakambonditiomerei nekuti mutemo yebhodhi renyika yega yega inoti siyanei. Takaona marules avo ndichibva ndastad zvichibva zvangoitawo nyore kwandiri. Kana pandakazorefurawo hazvina kundiomera, ndichibvako vachibva vazonyorawo imwe tsamba yekungotendawo nebasa randandaita mune zvakanaka munyika yavo.
Diana Makumbe, a Marindera-born former professional female boxer, now retired, is a permanent feature on the Zimbabwe boxing calendar as a referee. Safe to say, Diana is currently the only female referee. Those who know Diana also know how strict she is when it comes to regulating a match in the ring.
Ndine magames andakati referee anosanganisira vanhukadzi nevanhurume mukati meino nyika yeZimbabwe. Machallenges aripo zvawo ekuti pakurefura vanhurume vamwe vachona vaida kutaka kudhererawo pane paunoti stop pavanenge vabatana, vamwe vaitaka kudherera kaike kuti munhukadzi handina simba, asi semunhu anga achabvawo kuchikoro ndaingokwanisa kuti ndingabatsirane navo muringi zvotopedzisira zvanyoresa. Ndingangoti ndine mutambo umwe chete waive uri wekutanga wekurefura vanhurume ndowakangonditiomerei, asi semunhu anga ariwo mazviri hazvina kunditorera nguva kuti ndikwanise kushanda navo.
Bang off, and then it nearly landed the uppercut as well.
According to the World Boxing Association, WBA, the referee should be thoroughly versed with the rules of the World Boxing Association, as well as the general perceived accepted rules of boxing. Additionally, a referee's basic duties are to enforce the rules fairly for both athletes and maintain control of the bout by interpreting the rules insofar as what is applicable to the action. The referee must never allow himself to be influenced by anyone or anything other than the action of the boxers as they occur. However, is this what governs a good or bad referee?
We organize workshops. Some of them, if they are organized by the board, we call for interested people to come and train as ring officials or as referees and judges. So the workshops normally run for a period of about 3 months. because they will be happening on weekends, on Saturdays and Sundays. So we call in people who are interested in training as referees and judges. Then we go through the theory of refereeing and judging. They write a test at the end of the training. Then once they pass that, then they have to then go through some probation, whereby they should be able to come and referee or judge a given number of matches before they are really qualified as referees and judges.
Kuti basa rekurefura nekujaja rifambe zvakanaka kwandiri sezvazviri kuita izvozvi. Ndakabatsirikana nechikoro chatakaita. Ikoko unodzidziswa zvose kuti vanhu vanenge vachiona havana chikoro chavakaita. Saka pane mamatches ekuti pane vanhu vari kusapota munhu wavo. Ari kuwanikwa iye achikanda angava mapanchisi akawanda. Pamwe pacho paari kulenda isusu kwatiri panenge pasina kana nebasa. Saka kuti paanodzoserwa munhu yanga achikanda mapanchisi akawanda kudaro, anokwanisa kudonha oita kana kati zvekuti ndinoona kuti munhu yakuvara zvekuti haachakwanisa kuenderera mberi. Saka ini ndinopa decision yezvandakadzidza nebasa rangu.
Can find very coward boxers who want to perform in a very cowardice way, like hitting below belt or hitting at the back. So when somebody is hit at the back, there is where is the CNS, the central nervous system, located, so you can die. So the referee plays a very important role, protecting the boxer's life, protecting unnecessary injuries.
As a referee, must be someone who is very fit to move in the ring, because they're the one who is in charge of the game. The primary concern of the ref in the ring is to protect the weaker boxer so that he cannot receive aggressive blows, and you are in the charge of the game.
I don't think it's long. I think the ref's going to call this. He's in trouble.
Stop! That's it.
Being a professional boxing referee is the most difficult officiating position in all of sports. This is because these boxing referees literally have someone's life in their hands. But boxing itself has been described as a sweet sport, whereas some describe it as a sweet science. With an epic history as old as civilization itself, and a set of rules that ensures its purity, it is one of the most beautiful sports in the world. While some will classify it as barbaric or brutal, boxers and boxing fans know that this sport is a dance and an art, differing very little from an art form like ballet. The casual spectator, the one who sees only the violence, cannot understand what really makes boxing special. Discipline is the core of boxing.
Colombo!
Boxing requires self-discipline, not always required in other sports. Discipline is not just necessary to become strong and fast enough to win fights. It is part of the culture that surrounds the art of boxing. These highly tuned athletes are taught discipline not just in relation to the sport, but in all aspects of their lives.
Discipline in the sport of boxing is the key to everything. You know, let me refer to the Bible. If you go 1 Corinthians 9, verses 24 to 27, it says, run to the finishing line like an athlete, but for you not to be disqualified, be like a boxer. So that simply shows that a boxer is a disciplined athlete because of what the Bible said.
I am somebody who is a very strict disciplinarian. I believe in discipline, and I believe that there is no sports person who can ever excel in the world and remains on top without discipline. Discipline is the cornerstone of every sport. But not only every sport, but every individual in life. And when I'm talking about discipline, I am really talking about your wholesome characteristic nature. You know, the way you contact yourself with other people, the way you value family, relationship, the way you interact with other sports people or other boxers.
Muhammad Ali once said, "I discovered in becoming a boxer that passion, emotion, and feeling is a hindrance in the ring. Remaining cool, calm, and in control of your movements is the secret. The way to win is patience. You must wait, protect your face, keep moving, and when you're seeing an opening, strike. But above all, discipline reigns." World over, some boxers lack discipline, and not only did they become a danger unto themselves, but to their families and communities. But whose role is it to instill discipline in boxers?
When we train these athletes, they're not just athletes, they become weapons, you see, because they become extremely dangerous. So discipline is the most important thing or part of a fighter's life. So we try to talk to them, we counsel them. We even have sessions where instead of having a training session, the training that day could be just on counseling, on grooming the fighters, how they should hold themselves, what they should do, when they should fight. And because they're prize fighters, they should only be seen fighting in the ring.
My boxers, I fire them. If they are not disciplined, I fire you. I don't want somebody who doesn't have discipline. I'm disciplined. How can I work with somebody who has got no discipline? Discipline is one of my motto. Without discipline, you are not going anywhere. Without discipline, you can't do anything. Otherwise, I could be rotting in jail now because I had no discipline. Fighting everybody, fighting everyone, fighting my wife, fighting my children. Discipline is one of the highest things that I look up to for a boxer. For you to become a good boxer, you need to be highly disciplined. Discipline, we can't do anything without discipline. Everything needs discipline. To be a better husband, you need to be disciplined. To be a better wife, you need to be disciplined. To be a better student, you need to be disciplined. To be a better coach also, you need to be disciplined. Discipline is the #1 key to hold into your hand.
Referring to the importance of discipline, Aristotle once said, "What lies in our power to do lies in our power not to do." But it's Jim Rohn who said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment."
You know, my discipline which I give my guys, in short, I'll just say they have to respect people. And they don't just go outside and bully people. Because for those guys are their glasses. Those guys are their motivations. Those are the guys who push them to go far. So now if you go and hit that guy, tomorrow if they hear that you've got a tournament with someone from Japan, someone from America, someone from Ethiopia, Russia, they won't come.
Whatever you do, don't just do it with the aim. Why am I doing this? So if you don't have discipline as a boxer, you go out there and you fight people, you have to think and use your brain. Why are you doing this? That's why the Bible says, don't waste your punches hitting the air, but hit the target. So if you fight as a boxer, you're given money. But if you go out there as a boxer, you fight in the streets, you fight in the bay, you get injured.
Great fight here for this title belt tonight, the super bantamweight title belt.
For the love of sport of boxing in Zimbabwe, it must be everyone's responsibility, from coaches and trainers, managers, referees and judges, boxers and all stakeholders at large, to ensure that the virtue of discipline is not only upheld, but more importantly, in no means compromised.
Wonderful night of Friday Fight Night. We look forward to...
Ensure you continue following Sports 101 as we bring you more insight into sport.